Let's understand the difference between independent and dependent variable. Unlike some simple studies that produce the data, some studies raise a questions about presence and absence of a relationship between two or more variables. For example, if I'm only interested in total 50 students weight for the boat ride, so then my single variable is weight, and I can easily produce data for that. But when I'm having more than one variable, so let's say, for example, if I'm interested to see the effect of one variable on the another variable, let's understand this with example. A psychologist might wish to investigate whether the couples who undergo special training in active listening tend to have a fewer communication breakdown than do couple who undergo no special training. To study this, investigator might expose the subjects to a different groups by randomly assigning them either to the treatment group that receives special training in active listening or to the control group that receives no special training. So what investigator is doing here, he is dividing the subjects into two groups: the subjects with a special active listening training, who are subjects who haven't received any special active listening training. So such a study, these kind of studies we refer to as experiment or trial. So an experiment is a study in which investigator decide who will go under special treatment. So it means based on the study design, based on the inclusion exclusion criteria, all that matters, we decide, the team decide, these patients will go to the treatment group and these patients will go to the control group. If the design is well, an experiment yield more informative, unambiguous conclusion about cause and effect relationship. So this is about the experiment or trial. The way psychologist is doing is dividing the subjects into group, and then he is further investigating, analyzing the data, and then interpreting cause and effect relationship. So now let's come to the independent variable. As I shared the example of psychologists, in this example, since training is assumed to influence communication, this is your independent variable. In an experiment, independent variable is manipulated by the investigator. So when I say manipulated, it means it is priorly decided that this variable can impact the outcome variable, can make an effect on the outcome variable. Based on the study design and consideration, team decide to consider the particular variable as independent variable which can influence the outcome variable, and to see whether this independent variable can influence the outcome variable or not. Then, so impartial creations of distinct group which differ only in terms of independent variable and has a most desirable consequence. So once the data has been collected, and if we observe the difference between groups, so it interpreted as being caused by independent variable. For instance, a difference appears in favor of active listening group. So psychologists may conclude that training in active listening groups causes a fewer communication breakdown between the each couple. So having observed this relationship, psychologists can expect or conclude that if new couple were trained in active listening, fewer breakdowns in communication might occur. So this is after the experiment, this is what a psychologist can conclude. So the variable which influence the dependent variable, that is called as a independent variable. Now coming to the dependent variable. To check whether special training influence the dependent variable, that is communication, psychologists may count the number of communication breakdown between each couple revealed by like inappropriate reply by the couples, or aggressive communication by the couples, or verbal interruption by the couple. So they are stopping each other when they are talking while discussing on the conflict provoking topic, such as whether it is acceptable to be intimated with third person. So this is the topic given to the couple to discuss on that, and this is how the psychologist is observing how they are replying, how they are discussing on this topic, whether their communication is inappropriate or whether it is aggressive communication, or whether they are stopping each other, there is a verbal interruption while talking, while communicating. So psychologists may count these communication breakdowns. So, when the variable is believed to have been influenced by the independent variable, it is known as dependent variable. And in an experimental setting, independent variable is measured, counted, or reported by the investigator. So, unlike the independent variable, dependent variable is not manipulated by the investigator. Instead, it represents an outcome, that data produced by the experiment or trial. So accordingly, that value appears for the dependent variable cannot be specified in advance. Although psychologists suspect that the couples who are under special training may tend to show a fewer communication breakdown, but he has to wait to see precisely how many breakdowns will be observed for each couple. With just a little practice, you should be able to identify these two types of variables. So, what is being manipulated by the investigator, the onset or at the start or at the beginning? It is decided at the prior that this could be our independent variable which can influence on the outcome, is qualifies as a independent variable. And what is being measured, observed, and reported by the investigator, completion of the study, therefore qualifies as a dependent variables. So once these two variables has been identified, so they can be used as to describe the problem posed by the study, that is, does the independent variable cause a change in the dependent variable? So this is all about the cause and effect relationship. So let's now see the simple linear regression equation where y is nothing but your predicted value, that is the outcome variable from experiment or from the trial which we are getting. A is nothing but the intercept, that is a starting point of your line, of your simple linear regression line, the value of y when x is 0. So this is your A is nothing but the intercept, where B is the slope which represents the how much y changes if 1 unit change in x. So if your slope value, let's say for example, this is your slope, if your slope value is 5, then every 1 unit change in x will tend to increase the value of y by 5. So basically the slope, it tells you the line is a stiff and rising. Slope and intercept both helps you to find the best line for a based on the given data. Our topic is, as we are discussing on independent and dependent variables. So independent variable is the special training in active listening, as we shared that example, and we are saying that what the training, how it is influencing the communication, that is your dependent variable. It is nothing but the predicted value or outcome variable which we are getting from an experiment or from the given data after doing a trial or analysis. Just to show you, so if I will run this, where you can see these two lines. So because I shared that example where I divided the couples into two groups who are receiving active listening trainings and the one who are not receiving any active listening training. So we are interested to see that what impact would be on the communication breakdowns. You can see this with this graph, that if at the point 0 when the training started, and if the couples are doing good, slowly their communication mistakes, the breakdowns is reducing. That, let's say at the starting, it is for this active listening group is, let's say for example, it is 9 around or 8, and once it is showing improvement in active listening here, let's say 2, so it got, the mistakes got reduced. You can see it would be around minus 6.5, just assume. So you can see in these two groups, these they are the couple who are in active listening trainings, they are making very less mistakes. They reach to 0, it means no mistakes they are doing once they are done with this. They completed the active listening trainings. You can see this difference. Basically, what we want to conclude here. So our main intention, what we wanted to understand, that this independent variable, that is spatial training, is influencing on the communication breakdown or not. So you can see, yes, it is. You can see their performance, their communication breakdown is reducing by when we are increasing, when the people are receiving the active listening trainings, their performance is better than those subjects or those couples who are not attending any active listening training. So this is all about dependent variable and independent variable. I hope it is making sense.